so what we're going to do is we're just going to focus on creating two different kinds of lists, an unordered list and an ordered list. We're going to use our template to create our page. We're just going to create a page, call it My Favorites. And My Favorites will have a list of your favorites. And do Save As. In your student folder, make sure you create it My Favorites. You could call it My Lists. It's up to you. Make sure you save it as a .html. You want to keep the color coding going. And you're going to title it My Favorites. And then you're going to come up with a list of different favorites. Make sure you use your header 1. Now, before I do anything else, I better stop for a moment. You better too. Just make sure you saved it as myfavorites.html. Okay, I see I already did that, so I'm okay. But make sure you do it. So what you're going to do is you need at least 3 lists, each one with a heading. So we're going to use a header 2. You already have the header 1 for the title of the page. So the header 2 is going to create your labels for each list. So you're going to create, let's say, an unordered list of favorite songs or favorite bands, favorite movies, favorite television shows, whatever. Okay, you choose what it's going to be. I'll do maybe another list of top 5 movies of all time. Make sure you don't forget to close your header 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and label. I'm going to determine what my lists are first, then I'll go in and add them later. And then favorite quotes, for example. Okay. Didn't know it'd take that long, but we're working on the first assignment. I'm recording it, so I'll help you with it in just a moment. Nope, it's My Favorites. All right, so like I said, you got to have label it with the header 1. I'm going to just pause this for a moment to do my real read. So here we go. I'm going to keep recording this. Let's see, is it recording? Just make sure it's still going. Oh, yes, it's going. Okay. So favorite bands, this is going to be in no particular order, and you do not have to agree with me. And I am just trying to come up with a list here. I'm not really trying to, try to wow anyone or anything like that. You may agree, you may not, I don't know. These are just my favorite bands on my playlist right now that comes up on Pandora or whatever. Okay? So don't judge me. All right. But the order is not important, so I give it an unordered list, UL. I open it, I close it, I open it on one line, I close it on another line. I don't add any more tags. In between, I tab over for readability. And I create a list item. This is in no particular order. I've been listening to the Killers a lot lately, so I'm going to put them on there. Not that I condone murder. All right, so we got the Killers. Mute Math, I really like those guys. And create another list item. The Wiggles. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. They're the best. All right. Muse. I like Muse. I think you have to capitalize it, right?
Yes. I love the Wiggles.
The Wiggles. All right, now that we're on it. Here's the guy that does Banana Phone. Rafi. Okay. Don't judge me. Barney. Barney and Friends. All right, who started the Wiggles? All right, we're going to go ahead and do it. I don't know. It's a toss-up. Muse, the Wiggles. I don't know. One of the two. All right, so there we go. Favorite bands, like I said, in no particular order. Let's go ahead and test it out and see what it looks like. We're going to run it, launch it in, we'll do Chrome. I like Chrome. Oh, favorite browsers? No, there's only like 2 there. And take a look. So there we have it. We have favorite bands. Each one has its own bullet item. That's because they have a list item here. Now, if I didn't close a one list item and I didn't open another one and I put them on a different line, watch this. The killers and mute math get combined together. See? We don't want that. We want them each on their own line. Okay, so each one. And for readability, for codability, for your own sanity, put each list item on its own line as well. There we go. Get them all on their own line so that you've got that working there. Okay. All right, we got it. Unordered list. UL tells it's an unordered list. If the order were important, I could change the U to an O and watch what happens. Okay, look at this. I didn't change any list item. I just changed the UL to an OL. I go back here, and now look, they're all numbered. Okay, OL numbers them, UL bullets them. Okay, unordered list. Ah, look at that. If you click on the minus sign, it collapses the list. All right. There's my favorite bands. Let's do top 5 movies. I'm going to use an ordered list for this one. Again, don't judge me. And honestly, I have a hard time picking what I think is the best movie of all time. If I were to do it purely by the number of times I've seen the film, that'd have to be Monty Python and the Holy Grail. But I actually honestly don't think that's the best movie ever. But it's pretty good. And I can't think of anything else, so I'm just going to do it. Again, don't judge me. All right, Monty Python. What other good movies are there? I'm going to put Memento. That's a good film. I kind of like the I like mind-bending movies like Memento. I never saw that. Mind-bending? All right. Not Titanic. Uh-oh, I am a Titanic fan. Sorry. Wow, I'm drawing a blank on it. Oh, Raising Arizona. Only because I'm from Arizona and the Coen brothers are geniuses, in my own humble opinion. By the way, if someone says it's in their own humble opinion, I don't think they're being humble. Because they're calling attention to the fact that they're being humble, and that's not very humble, is it? So in my opinion, Raising Arizona. I'll put that at 3. Wow. All right, go ahead. Give me some movies here. I'll just do it for you guys. Another movie. Oh, Airplane. Love that movie. That's like the next most watched movie I ever did. When it came out, I saw it like about 20 times. Oh, of course. How could I miss that? All right, there we go. There's my list. Oh, duh. Star Wars. Episode 4. Yeah. All right. I have a variety of tastes. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got my 5 lists here. Save my changes. View it in Chrome. Bulleted list. Numbered list.